Hello. We're going to solve this problem. We have three lines, and these FAC and FBC, they are unknowns. We don't know the value, and we only know this one. We have a force here with 500. It can be newtons, pounds, whatever. But the weight going down is 500, and then we have to calculate this. We have 30-degree, a 30-degree angle here, a 45-degree angle there. The procedure is always the same. We have to calculate. We have to create vertical equilibrium and horizontal equilibrium. So if I type vertical here, and then I will have the horizontal one, the horizontal equation. Okay, vertical and horizontal. So what do we have in the vertical equilibrium? We have this 500 newtons going down, and what do we have going up? We have this vertical component of FBC and this vertical component of FAC. So I'm going to try to do it like this. And I'm going to create a new layer, vertical, and I'm going to make it red. So this is going to be a vertical line, and this is a vertical component. So both are red. And I'm going to create another horizontal. And this horizontal component, it's going to be green. So I'm going to draw this horizontal component here and this horizontal component there. And if I select this, it's going to be green. Okay. But to leave this one because I think it's confusing. So what do we have here? We have the vertical component of FAC and the horizontal component of FAC, the vertical component of FBC, horizontal component of FBC. And what's the value? So here we have to apply the sine and cosine. So what's the vertical component of this? It's FAC sine 30. Okay. And what's the vertical component of this one? Is FBC sine 45. If we want to calculate the vertical component of something, we have to multiply by sine. And if we want to calculate the horizontal component of something, what do we have to do? We have to multiply by cosine. So this is FAC cosine 30. And that will be FBC cosine 45. Okay. So if we look at this, it's pretty straightforward. What is going down? 500. What is going up? FBC sine 45 plus FAC sine 30. So if we want to go to the vertical component, that will be FAC sine 30. What else goes up? FBC sine 45. So I'm adding up FAC sine 45, sine 30 plus FBC sine 45. What is going down? If it goes down, it goes in a different direction. So I type equals, and what is going down? 500. Okay, so that's the vertical equation. FAC sine 30 plus FBC sine 45. That equals 500. Horizontally, I have to type first on one part of the equation what goes leftwards, and on the other part of the equation what goes rightwards. So what goes leftwards from this point? FA cosine 30. So FAC cosine 30. Anything else? No. And then what goes right? It's in a different direction, so equals FBC cosine 45. There you go. So those are the equations. Now I'm going to replace the cosine and sine by their numbers to make it a little easier. Okay. So how can I, if I continue this equation, I can say that vertical, to type the same thing, is FAC. What is sine 30? Sine 30 is 0.5 plus FBC. What is sine 45? Sine 45 is, if I go to a calculator, uh, okay, how does it work? We have to select degrees, not degrees, not radians. Okay, so make sure that this is dec either here or in your calculator or your computer or whatever. And then we have 45. I select trigonometry and I select sine. So sine 45 is 0.7, 0.71 to be more accurate. Okay, so we can say 0.71. That equals 500. Okay, so that's the vertical equation with numbers. And what about the horizontal? So I'm going to do the same. Horizontal. And this is FAC. And how much is it? Cosine 30. Type 30 cosine. It's 0.86. That equals FBC. And how much is it? Is it cosine 45? Sine 45 and cosine 45, it's the same. So it's 0.71. If you don't believe me, you can use the calculator. Okay, so here I can easily calculate FBC in relationship with FAC in relationship with FBC. How can I do that? So FAC equals FBC, and I move this down. So I have here 0.71, and I have to divide this by 0.86. Okay, muy va. Down. So that's it. I have here 0.6. I move it here down, and I divide 0.71 divided by 0.086. So this is what I have here. So how much is it? FEC. AC, I have to divide 0.71 divided by 0.86. And that is 0.82. Okay, so that will be FBC times 0.82 equals. Okay, so FAC is FBC times 0.82. So now if I copy this, I can replace in this equation the value of FAC. And then I will get only one unknown. So FAC is FBC times 0.2. Here, FAC, and I have to multiply this times 0.5. Okay. And then plus FBC times 0.71 equals 500. Okay. So now I have only one unknown, FBC. So this is basic algebra. So if I have FBC times something plus FBC times something else, I can say that this is FBC times parentheses, the first 0.82 times 0.5 plus 0.71. And that equals 500. Okay, I can solve this to get rid of numbers. This is 0.82 times 0.5 plus 0.71. So this, the number that I have inside the parentheses is 1.12. So that will be FBC times 1.12 equals 500. So how much is it, FBC now? FBC equals 500 divided by 1.12. Okay, because again, I move this down and I divide it. And if I calculate this, this is 500 divided by 1.12. That will be 446.4. So FBC equals this, 546.4. And now I have to calculate FAC. So FAC, we know that it's FBC times that. We have calculated that before. So now FAC will be 446.4 times 0.82. Okay, so FBC, how much is it? FBC 446.4, and FAC, it's FBC times this. So this is times this, and if I solve this, 446.4 times 0.82, that is 300 and let's copy all this. So FAC equals 366 point something. Okay, so with this I have FBC and FCC. So this line is 366, FAC, sorry, this one, and FBC is 446. But there's something beautiful about these kind of structures. We can solve this using maths, using angles, and using numbers, but we can do this without equations and without anything. We can use it in the graphical way, and that will be great. So imagine that I have, okay, I'm going to do it from scratch. I have a line here, and I type 500. So I have a line, and the value of this line is 500. Okay. And now I'm going to create a line here. I am 500. And now another line here, press enter. and another line there. And now I have two angles. I have 45 and I have 30. So I'm going to rotate this 45 and I'm going to rotate this 30. I can do the other way around. I can rotate this 30 and this 45, but okay, so I'm going to select this one, rotate, and I want to rotate this 45 up. Okay, and now I want to uh, and now I'm going to rotate this one. Well, let's say if I have to go down, I have to type -30. Okay, so this is, I have rotated this 30 degrees down. I have rotated this 45 degrees up. That's all I need. If I chamfer these two values and I measure, if I go to dimension aligned, this force, look at this, is 366.03. So FAC, it's 366.66.04. Okay, so it's almost the same. And if I dimension, if I take this dimension, it should be 448. Well, this is 446. Well, probably that depends on the decimals. I didn't select the right decimals in these operations, but it's quite similar, 448 and 446. Okay, so in architecture, this is not a big mistake. So that's it, and the dimension of this line should be 500, I hope. Yeah. So by creating this triangle, I don't have to calculate anything. I need to know what happens here. So I have to turn this into a triangle. I have one bar going down, this bar with this tilt here, that bar with that tilt there. So if I have the triangle, the first bar and the second bar, and I connect them with the right angles, we can have a result that should be the same. So it's not the same because I didn't take the right decimals. Probably if I had taken more decimals, I would have had this value.